Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another tournament. This time a little bit more of a casual one, put on by the player Wise Knight. This is going to be a no DLC tournament, not sanctioned, so it's going to be a pretty casual one. It was kind of a last minute thing. Well, I didn't really prepare lists. I was going to pick the same lineup that I did in the past. That won me a normal tournament. Actually, I won an open with this lineup. I won a seasonal cup with this lineup. Maybe this one will be a little bit unfair for a more casual tournament, but we'll see. How to find my list? This one. So our first opponent in the round of 8 is going to be against Zarok. We are only allowed to use base set cards, over sky cards. So I guess we'll see what he brings. This looks like maybe Krog? Krog is no DLC, right? So we'll probably just ban this one. There's 2 blue yellows. We'll ban that. The monstrosity list gets banned. And then what will we start with? We want blue maybe to counter green. He's got 2 blue reds, right? So maybe we just actually start green. Green's probably the weakest color here, so we'll just use it to scout, I guess. I don't want to play red and then we queue into green. Yeah, so we'll just make this happen. 18, 3 dual color cards. Okay, let me post this link over. So no DLC is a very interesting one. There's very strong cards in base set. As I've mentioned many times in the past before, I've got a lot of videos out there about talking about no DLCs. But very strong, definitely don't need DLCs to win in this game. Oh, we're getting tempoed. I'd love to put Ancient Boar here, but we're only on 8. I guess we'll just make do with Willow. Ancient Beastmaster start is crazy. I think we win, to be honest. With that opening draw. Ancient Beastmaster crazy. Gonna shut down this tempo aggression. Uh-oh. Training. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that to die, to be honest. So that's neat. I'd like to kill this. May I? I could throw an Oakling into this side if I wanted. I'd like to collect and then just feed the forest on this in the future. I think we can just play passively a little bit. We'll just go this way, dump the Oakling, wait for next turn. Well, wait for turn 5 to sack this. Should be alright. Five. Now, unfortunately, our Ancient Boar, bad stat line. Oh. Okay. I can voice of truth this, right? Down to a 3/3. But then all I'm playing is Voice of Truth. And what's the point? I guess I just play it anyways. Am I planning on truthing anything else? I mean, I could just dump Ancient Boar, and then this guy, what, hits? Then I command, I Voice of Truth my Willow, maybe? Instead, what gives me something better? I mean, Ancient Boar on board's a little bit better, right? But this might get movement checked over. And then this dies, then we command. I guess both are pretty debatable. 3-3. I'm just gonna dump an Ancient Boar. Maybe we'll find a different... Also, I could have dashed it here, I guess, if I was afraid of movement. But then, if he has movement, he moves this guy, double trades my Willow. I'm a little bit more sad, I think. Humbling. Interesting. Okay, and we do have mobility, so that sucks. Teleports. Beastmaster. I'm on 7. Probably want to draw since I'm on 4 forests already. Okay. That's actually... Is that okay? I mean, I don't have anything else to play, right? Might as well, I guess. 5 Faeria to deal 1 damage. Well, maybe he takes a value trade instead. And I'm happy. Okay. Actually goes value trade, so not the end of the world. That's big. And the flying fish does not move, does not want to step into range of Oakling. I wonder why. Oh, I don't want to feed... Oh, why does feed always hit Voice of Truth? Do I want to fill in this land so that I've got a stepping space? If I want to put, like, Voice of Truth down or something. What am I doing? Want to maybe sidestep, Ancient Beastmaster. Maybe I'm not even feeding here. I don't know. I think I do want to fill this in. And I might just be hitting Oakling in to deal that 1 damage. But then I'm going to get movement checked and this will die again. What does this go to? Like 7, 11? Pretty good. Maybe I should have put it there. I don't have enough for feed anyways if I want to do that. So we'll just bank on the fact that he played a movement trick already. Even though he is running both training and fanatic. Okay, safe. But now we got double feeds. I guess we could sack this for 11 if we wanted to. Definitely hits in, right? And we'd have to +1 and feed, which isn't amazing. I think we don't have too much of a choice. Play this on the Mystic Beast. Oh, it's 8-12. Do I actually sack this? What does that accomplish? He's got 7, 12. Yeah, already 12 lined up. This feels bad, but I want to command this. I guess we cycle? I don't know. This doesn't do anything. Oh dear. We'll see if he catches on that I have no cards in hand. But I think I want to relieve that 7 face damage. Because that hurts. That hurts a lot. But he goes for the face hit anyways. Realizing it doesn't matter. Okay. And we found our taunt, OP. Do I get a massive taunt? Or do we draw? Sorry, I guess I don't want to hit this in, right? Guess we just draw. Okay. So we dump this guy to taunt here. There could be a movement trick. But if we heal, we're on 10. Which is pretty okay. Guess all we can do is heal. Okay, just stays there. If we pre-hit, then he's got 5 lined up to kill the Oakling. Sad. Okay, GG. Oh, this time actually takes the clear on the Oakling. Interesting. Caught on that we don't have cards in hand. Second Colossus. Okay, I don't know if we can stabilize from here. Oh, another feat, okay. I think this buffs if I draw cards. I don't remember. It does. But it doesn't matter. We're dead. GG. Yeah, okay. But expected, green was not gonna do very well in this matchup, in this series. So we will counter, I guess with tempo. I was looking to counter these things with red. Does that make sense still? Blue kind of makes more sense maybe. But then how do I beat green? What's even in my red list? I don't remember. It probably does reasonable. I kind of feel blue though. I think even red into green is not the end of the world. I'm gonna play blue into this. I feel more comfortable with it. The blue is pretty good. Maybe we beat the other one too with it and sweep. Stupid ads. Yeah, unfortunately, I have no control over Twitch ads that play on the beginning of videos. I make like I make like a literal penny off of those, so I'd rather just not have them on. But it is what it is. I guess Humblings... Is that good? Does that do anything? It like deals 3 damage to a thingy. It's better for Colossus though. I think I'd rather toss this and save it for later. Yeah, just more creatures is fine. used to play Faeria way more before the DLCs came out. It's a very, what do you say, hot and cold topic. This one, double collector openers. Some people really hated the shift in DLCs, some people really liked them. I mean, there's some obvious downsides to some of the DLCs, like the more Hearthstone direction they took. Oh, give me the flip. What does this deck go up to? Is it only 2 lakes? 3 lakes? Guess we'll just double neutral. Should I collect? Or bait? Honestly, no. I think we just stay here. So if I go up and I play a Battle Toad, I have to build lands if I want to do that. Yeah, I've got this answer, but oh, it just plays in. Gonna block. Oh, Soul Train. Ah, it is Beru. I think I can safely go up and collect, play Beru here. I can take the 5 face hit, because he's going to bring his desert to me. It's going to corrupt it, which isn't a big deal for him, I guess. He just develops another desert. Gotta remember, he does have Wind Soldier. My voice feels a little raw today. Bunch of people at my workplace getting sick with COVID. I think there's another wave going through. So I'm afraid I'm gonna be next. I don't feel sick yet, but it's gonna come. Yeah, I kind of just left my collections open. Why didn't I just put Beru here? I guess I'm always wanting to come back and collect and stuff. Okay, so he kept the desert here so that this would transform into a lake. Oh, but he built the lake. This becomes a 4/3. What if I just used it to collect or something? 4/3 is relevant with command, maybe? I think we will just take this, though. We don't want to build lands. And then probably Battletoads comes down. I think we can put the 3/3 here, and then Humbling's pretty good. This one... I guess we'll +1. We got plenty of cards. Fell behind a little bit on that turn. So I want to build up my resources a little bit more to match his collections. Now if there's a mobility trick... Okay. Transform it into a lake, and he becomes a 4/4! I wonder if he realized that. That's hilarious. I didn't even realize that. That's so funny. Oh my god, do we get to value trades twice? We'll step back here. Double neutral. Humbling vision. Oh my god, what a turn. I think I'll even dump this, just for good measure, why not? It will flip next turn. Oh, and suddenly the Beiru's gotten huge value. I was like, oh, it's got 10 HP. It's going to be two-shot by these 5 powers. It's not going to be that good. But oh boy, that was spicy. No flip. I want to keep him off of collections now. I guess that's just a Ninja Toad. So double neutral. Double neutral lets me play Battletoads on top if I want it. I guess that's fine. Four Faeria to kill that, whatever, that's fine. This guy moves center, perhaps. Toads go anywhere, it doesn't matter. Like here. One damage, found a 1 damage clear, but that's just a Falcon dive. Lost the value on that guy. Okay, so we get a flip and command. Oh. It's like it was meant to be. And we can even afford a Wave Crush Colossus face. Sick. Deal with those double collectors. Toad go face. I guess we'll put the Colossus here. Block Mystic Beast. Hop up, so we've got more pressure on his lands, on his face. We can always go back and collect if we want. But I think we have this one in the bank. Okay, so the blue won, but at what cost? We will now fight this one, which has a lot of dual colors, does it? 13, 26. So this one has to be Manta plus Twin Soul? Is he running Twin Soul in this? Red should be able to handle this one very well, but then we have to fight green, so could be sketchy. Alright, so Manta. Gonna have a lot of 2/2s. I think Triton Warrior into Ninja Toad, even into Battletoads is pretty fine. I have an option of which one I want to buff. So we have a lot of Swarm to fight his Swarm, but I think in the late game when Twin Soul comes down, I'm gonna be in trouble. Building the lens for me, though. Am I afraid of Soul Drain? He's playing 2 blue-yellow decks. Can still afford Soul Drain, I assume. Could have gone for Battletoads to bait the 3/3, and then Ninja Toaded it or something. It's not a very effective Ninja Toad, though. I'd have to build a lake, and then I don't get to collect. So it's just 4 cost, deal 3 damage. Okay, here, do I go for Ninja Toad? I don't think Ninja Toad does anything. So I might as well just double collect. I'll take this land because this one's going to be more important for my jumpers, I think. He's going to have the flying mantas. I think, at least. Is this land useful? No, we'll just build this one. Double neutral, dump Battletoads as a 3/3. I would like another lake, though, so I can command there, but I guess it won't happen that way. Battletoads is fine. Already on 5 lands. But plays in trade range. Oh my god, okay. Well, that's a lot. I need these to flip. I need as much value as possible. I think I'm already getting outswarmed. So... I guess I need to draw... I could go Ninja Toads, which is super incredibly expensive, but then it clears the path for me to play something else, like Commander or Archon. Or we just claim this side, develop another lake. All I can play here is Archon, though. Which doesn't feel great. Okay, let's do this just to establish this side, and we can put Commander here safely. Commander just can't go on this left side at all because of the Manta. It can hit everywhere. So I just hope there's no Soul Drain, and his small damage removal is planned to just be the Swarm. So Twin Soul time is Stanu. We got Aurora. Draw? Yikes, man. That's pretty bad. I guess we just lose. I don't have anything for this. Pretty terrible. Collect. Like, this thing can just hit everywhere. I guess I can collect. Can I collect? We dump our 4/4s, because what else can I do? Do I just collect? The Toad trades into it, but what's this? Where does? I guess this guy's not gonna kill this. Realistically. So I guess we do just stay here. We'll step that. I just realized I didn't set timers. Whoops. Oh well. Yeah, the Baru on the last game was pretty weak to Humbling. Okay, it does go for the 4-2. I think that's not the end of the world. Maybe we can... I don't know. Maybe it is the end of the world. Yeah, more Swarm. Okay, GG, I guess. Battletoads, and then maybe we can find a clear on all this Swarm. I gotta do something. The Sustanu's gonna gobble a 4/4 though, no matter what I do. Right? Draw +1. I might need some extra Faeria for Ninja Toads. I might need a land built. What if I come up, build some aggression to start hitting face? I don't know. Doesn't do anything. I have no idea, honestly. Next turn I'm on 15, plus 1, 16. Which does let me play 3 things, so maybe I want to double neutral somewhere. What's plus 1? Yeah, I really don't have anything. I think the 4-4 just had to trade there. Keeps him off of collection, I guess. So even double Ninja Toad, though, is not going to be able to reach these toads. Yeah, well, I build a lake. What? Okay. That's a little rude. That's just a little rude. Come on. Oh my god. Ninja Toad, Aurora, this guy. Ninja Toad, Aurora. I am left on 3. Plus 1 for second Ninja Toad, that goes nowhere. I could build a lake. Guess we'll do this. Oh, it doesn't do anything. This guy goes everywhere, right? Guess Aurora go here.
Would you like some tea?
Ah, I should have done this. Why didn't I just do that? Draw? God damn it. I could have just put the toad here. And then he's safe. I guess it doesn't matter, like... Okay, you trade it into that. Oh, JT, thank you very much for the sub. Right now I see this in 10 minutes. I see it now. Oh, too bad we can't, like, go face. Dump a wave crash this turn. Just fighting a losing battle, huh? Double collector? It's gotta run out of cards at some point, right? So red mean, red's the answer. Yeah, we'll just move on. I think we understand the deck. So, yeah, we're gonna have to use red to break through this one and this one. Could be tricky. What's the neutral? Did we see the neutral? You're in Vegas for a bowling tournament? That sounds amazing. That makes me kind of jealous. So we want to get to our Hellfires, I guess, at some point. Ground Shaker could be pretty solid. Maybe we don't want Red Devil. I mean, we can play this turn 3 if we want. It's just not very good into the 2/2s, so we'll just toss it. That's pretty good. Now this list wanted to go double neutrals, get the mountains up more aggressive. Do we still do this? I think I don't want to pick sides yet. If he plays like that, then we can pick a side. Ooh, Axe Grinder. Maybe I go opposite side with the Axe Grinder? I don't know. I think just fight. It's fine. Is it fine? Maybe it's not super fine. He's just gonna re-maneuver, right? I'm gonna put it this side. I don't know if I want to fight. Maybe we force him to like do some switching, and I'm cool with that. Comes up a single side. So he's planning to collect. Do I fight this with Axe Grinder? Or no? I don't think so. Dude, how does he get 2 elementals already? Mystic Beast? You're running Mystic Beast? Interesting. Okay, this brings me down to 8. This brings me down to 5. I can afford Ogre Dance and dump it. Is that worth it? Or do we go straight up Red Devil here for 4? I think I want the Red Devil down, right? So I think we do it this way. Axe Grinder can come up here. So what happens? He builds a land, does a thing, does a thing. I think I want to be in the fight. Can step this. I could also play Brigand. A follow-up Brigand. Maybe that's not the end of the world. Because it's going to be a while before I get this guy going to face. So if I play a follow-up Brigand, then it's out of my hand for Ogre Dance stuff. I'm on 1. Next turn I'm on 6. I can still afford Ground Shaker. I think we're just going to double up. So we get this collection. Obviously he's coming to me, so we get the combat hit. Oh my god, he got it again. Oh, the neutral's probably Time of Legends, yeah? Well, that's terrible. We can dodge it with double neutrals. We can actually just go double neutral, double neutral. This comes across to fight our 2-3. No, we can play the 4-5. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Well... guess just double neutral towards face. We Ogre Dance. Get Bold Bargainer for free. This can come down, and then... well, it's just a backup collector, I guess. So this is gonna come here. Would I like Bold Bargainer backwards? Guess it doesn't matter. We'll just put him here. This comes across... I think I want to be here. Because he can come across value trade this guy, so I want to be able to hit this direction. Damn, this card's insane. I need some Hellfires. Yeah, GG, I guess. This card's very strong without transform. Can't do anything against that. Does swarming help me in any way, shape, or form? Shaker doesn't accomplish much. I don't think I want to kill this, but I want to keep collecting. I guess Red Devil's safe here. Do I pre-shaker to hit this? I don't know, man. It's over, I suppose. That is a lot of swarm. So I don't know. If we can get Hellfire at some point, I think we're in a reasonable spot. Still got 8 Faeria though.
The sky is only the beginning.
Firestorm. Do I run Gary? Farm boy? Are you oh my god. Yeah, didn't quite draw those in the correct order. That's awkward. That's so awkward. Rip, I guess. This guy wants to come down and hit this for value. Does that make sense? Maybe I want to step this guy backwards then. And then he can't hit it. He can. I want to block his collections at least. Does hitting into this make any sense? Just to take away his good proc? Let's just hit into it, fine. And the Farm Boy represents 1 damage that we can pair with Ground Shaker or Hellfire. Humbling? I'll take that. Fine by me. Gotta remember Skywell's coming at some point. Oh! That's not quite enough. I need 1 more damage on this. That's a good Garridan, though. That's a great Garridan. That's a fantastic Garridan. We get to put on a lot of pressure with this guy. And Farm Boy, I guess, only has 1 location to go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean... triple kill's a triple kill. And we just pass from there. That's pretty good. Guess this guy tucked away in the corner doing nothing. 11 damage at face here. Sick. Has to go back to collect. You're playing Fuku? How? Actually, how? How do you have Rube for all of this? Okay, I think we're whacking face for 11 here. We don't really have a choice. It's kind of all in or nothing. So draw? Does Hellfire do anything? I guess we just save the Hellfire. So all in face, I mean I don't have any other plays, right? I can't hit anything. All in face, this guy dodged the Fugu maybe. Like if I play Hellfire now, it's more likely the pings go face, but I don't think that's a reasonable decision to make. I have to have 4 pings go here if I want to lethal with the Wraths, right? So that's fairly unlikely. What else could happen? There's 4 targets, so only average is 2 damage on each, so it doesn't really matter. I guess we just pass. Fortunately, actually, the Axe Grinder does not get answered by anything, right? Never mind. You run Nightmare! Why? This deck angers me. Why would you run Nightmare? Why are people running Nightmare? This makes no sense. The past, like... Okay, I guess just the past one tournament. So many people were running Nightmare. I was like, why? Do we win? Double Wrath, you're on 6. You have 5. You have 11 HP left. It's close. How do I do things more efficiently? It's 4 plus 8. Do I win with that, or do I need to draw? Do I run Flame Burst in this also? I don't even remember. I don't think I do. I don't have time to search that up. So is this the play? Double Wrath? Hellfire? You're on 6. 11 HP. Just 2 damage off. I think it has to be, right? 4, 11? I could draw. What do I draw for? Does that change anything? What if we just go Shaker? You know what? I'm just gonna rip this. Do I rip this? No. Let's play Shaker for now, because he's on no collections. Shaker feels a little bit safer. This is, like, not a guaranteed lethal, right? So I don't feel super comfortable with that. And next turn we can... I guess we don't technically afford this. We'll have another card in hand. But I think we're okay to take this lower line. I'm on 15. Though he could just set something up to lethal me next turn. I don't know. Should I have gone for the risk? I'm pretty sure there's no Flame Burst in the list. And that was double Cypher's Wrath, so we're out of those too. Oh, I do run Flame Burst. Okay. Maybe I should have just taken it then. There it is. Nice. Wow, I actually could have won then. Sad. I didn't know I had Flame Burst, I swear. Oh dear, what do I do now? Guess we just bank Faeria for it. What if I take the 50-50 and win right on the spot? I need 7. Worst case, I play this, I'm on 2. Next turn I can't afford it. So yeah, I guess we just pass. We should be able to get 2 pings going face, right? But I need more than 7. I need 10, which I have next turn. So I just stand here, block collection, I guess. And we're okay. So the whale can come, but I don't think it's a huge deal, because again, we just need 2 Hellfire pings. And that would be all he's playing. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures on board. On average, it does 2 damage to face. It could not happen. Does not have the whale, though. Ooh. Also did not get the proc to kill this. Oh, no. Okay. Goes for it. Twin Soul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a lot of HP. Found Hellfire, so I think we just Flame Burst, Ogre Dance. See where the pings lie. Are you kidding me? Okay, we win next turn. Imagine, though, not a single Hellfire ping hits. Okay, we win. We double win. Okay, Shaker. Shaker, guaranteed lethal. That was closer than I would like it to be. And now we gotta face the green list. At least there's no Astanu. I think, honestly, after that match, I'd rather face green. Astanu's annoying. Bamster brought soul eels into the tournament, so you chose disqualification? What do you mean? It's green, so Red Devil's fine. I'd like Farm Boy. Let's keep this, it's fine. We'll go down one side here, probably opposite side. I want to get Beastmastered. Oakling's not terrible. Double neutral up. We might go for a second double neutral or a mountain, depending on what he does. Excuse me. Okay, if he's fighting sides, then we can go mountain. That's a good red devil, I suppose. Garridan. Actually, Garridan makes me think twice. Perhaps. What if I get really in his face? With a double neutral? We line up the stepping lands, but we double neutral. So we can mount in more towards fate. I don't think I want to fight this, though. He's not quite on 5. Garridan's pretty cool with Axe Grinder. Here, I could go Ogre Dance. Just because I've got some stuff in hand that it could hit. I guess Shaker's fine. Let's go Mountain, Ogre Dance. If that hits Red Devil, we can play the Red Devil. If it hits Shaker, we can still afford Gary next turn. Do I want to play this? I think I'm just gonna step. Maybe I could put Red Devil back. I really want to get some Gary value is the thing. So we switch game plans to Shaker. Now I want an aggressive spot, I believe. I give up the collection for this. Does that make sense? I have to go this. This. Do I put Red Devil in trade range? I could. I think we'll do this. I think it's fine. We did spend our ground shaker there, but I think it's fine just to play this. We have shaker in his face now. Play this. We have a farm boy collector now, and then Gary still exists. It can do something. He's got access to feed now. We reduced his feed value a little bit, at least. Tyrion Golem sucks. Okay, found the feeds. 2 Tyrion Golems. Big Beastmaster. Off in the corner, though. So, irrelevant stats. Pop Ogre Dance here. Draw. I really want to hit face, but then that opens up this guy to come and eat me, so I could block collection here and just dump Gary as is. I could put it somewhere. Like, is 5 face damage doing anything for me? I need face damage. He's got healing, though, probably. I think I need to collect. I think giving the stats relevancy is very bad for me. So we do this, and then the next question is where I want to put the Gary. Do we put him here so that he can potentially hit face and we give up a collection this way? Or do we put him on the well so that Tyrion Golem can body block me? I think I don't want to be body blocked. I think I want to take a face hit. It's going to be on not so much Faeria. Do I care if I collect? I have Farm Boy here. I think I'm going to put the Gary here. That's the goal. Could have even stepped up Farm Boy, though. Imagine I step up Farm Boy, and then I threaten the Tyrion Golem with the Farm Boy so that I've lined up a Flame Burst kill. Maybe that wasn't awful. Okay, but he hits the Gary anyways, and we still have Flame Burst kill. That's not terrible at all. Oh, yucky. Don't like that. Feeds it? Okay, sure, I guess. Because you get kind of value hit there. That makes sense. 5-6. Feed gave him a lot there. Do you think he has a creature in hand, or is he bluffing? Oh, no. I have to +1 into Red Devil. It might be worth it here. He will go... I do want a creature to body block, right? So he doesn't collect, keep him off collection still. So I think +1 makes sense. And actually this might be an opportunity for Farm Boy to step up. If he decides to go for the value trade, we can threaten that 1 damage with our Farm Boy. Which is not awful. Do I take a value hit? He wants to kill. He's played 2 feeds. So probably I don't want to give him the free Oakling kill. Of course, this does require a land build. Well, not necessarily. I can step the 6/4 maybe, trade it into something else. Okay, and he does take this trade instead. That's fine. Farm Boy can go back and collect. Teleport. Okay, the teleport kind of hurts. I don't know if I have much against that. Can Wrath that thing at least, but that's it. I guess we Wrath and reset up. Second Beastmaster's found. Yucky. That's very yucky. What's the win? We got a lot of Hellfire Pings going face. I failed to keep him off of collections. There's no sense in building a mountain. I guess I want to, like, clear my mountains. I'd like to clear the Beastmaster, but... or just draw, build up more cards. I would like to kill Beastmaster, maybe? Take away some stats? Does that make sense? Or is there less stuff going face? Can go... oh, I need to play double Flame Burst if I want a Bold Bargainer. I guess we're doing nothing. Unfortunately, the more stuff he plays, the better for him. My Garradin was played already. Perhaps too quickly. Because we don't have any... I guess we have Ground Shaker. That's the only form of AoE I have. Speak of the devil. Do I double neutral to put Ground Shaker somewhere else on the left side or something? And he just steps on my lands. I need to deal 17 damage. That's crazy. That's a lot of damage. I don't really see that happening. But we can keep fishing for it, I suppose. Build up a big, like, double Hellfire play somewhere. Just don't really see much of an out anymore. There's There's no point in me building lands, right? I don't think so. Maybe we can build one. Let's just draw. Double shaker. Double shaker maybe causes some damage. It's gonna be some very tricky turns coming up. Okay, develops an aggressive creature. Oh, a taunt, so I can't collect. Gotta do something then. 18 Faeria. Double Shaker costs 12 and 1/6. I'd love to play Bold Bargainers though, which means I need to play Double Flame Burst first. So Double Flame Burst. Just throw them at face. 1/6. Should I just throw these face? Doesn't accomplish anything. Maybe I want that Grove Guardian to be answered. It's on 11 if I hit face, and then Hellfire, and then he's on 9 with Double Shaker, Hellfire. Maybe it gets him there. I don't feel that good. Whatever, we're going in. Going in face. Hits a second Bold Bargainer. Okay, we'll line something up for next turn, I guess. That land build's probably a mistake, though. And he has healing anyways, yeah. That's why I wanted to hold my cards until I could actually one-shot him, but I don't know. I don't think there's really an answer I have here. And he taunts anyways, so this was useless. That was very bad. Oh, that was so bad. I mean, I don't think I have any hope. I don't think I had any hope anyways. Maybe I had to hold the Garridan, and that was the idea, but he just got the early Beastmasters. It was too much, unfortunately. Okay. Could not defeat the mono green. Those two tricky matches in a row. Plays the third feed. Stalker. Does not step on all my lands. Okay. Don't find any bargains. This costs 13. I was kind of hoping I could play both of those. That cost 13. I guess that's just the end then. Hellfire is not gonna kill anything relevant. Unfortunate. We draw for Bold Bargainer. No. GG, sir. Alright. Astano was a good bring, I guess. Did a lot, apparently. Took out, like, 2 of my decks. Okay, GG to Zarak. We'll move on to casting then. For this no DLC tournament. Okay, we're back. This time in the semifinals. Zarak versus Stinky Bad Boy. Players will have to select their decks. So Zarak beat us in the last round with his Astanu lineup. Beastmaster, very strong list as well. So we'll have to see what Stinky brings. Zarak also brought Krog, it looked like, which was banned by me. Stinky bringing some more yellows. Some reds. Might fare a better time against Swarm. The mono yellow list is banned. Mono yellow's a pretty solid ban. And no DLC decks. I think yellow is probably the best one. We have less options to deal with them, perhaps. Krog, of course, always is a reasonable ban. It's a nightmare to deal with. Well, it's just very RNG heavy. You have like a 50-50 chance of losing without even trying. Or winning without even trying. But there's a decision for Zarak to make since he did bring both of these yellow blues. Maybe he wants to ban a more red heavy list. Though one of these decks is Tempo, which is going to be weak to flyer stat lines. But I don't think actually flyers is as big of a deal. We don't have access to the OP cards like Spirit Theft, Barter. So maybe it's a little bit more manageable actually. Even though I just finished saying yellow is like one of the best colors. But it's always traditionally been one of the best colors. Especially if it's a monstrosity deck, that's very spooky to keep alive. Okay, so this was a red-green from Stinky, right? Oh! Oh my god, immediate respect. The Falcon Dive in blue-yellow tempo. I mean, before Spirit Theft existed, Falcon Dive was run. That's just such a cool card. 1 Faeria, 1 damage. It's just so cool. Stinky might have a challenge on his hand with this. The opening hand, well, double Brigand. Maybe we can do something with that and draw into a second answer. But Zarak's got a nice training line. Zip that lake aggressive, dump another aggressive creature. No forests have been built, so Zarak's looking a little bit comfortable pushing up. Second Colossus drawn. Okay. Axe Grinder is a potential answer. We can just dump that as a 4-3. Unless you're really banking on the fact you're going to get a Ground Shaker top deck. You could dump the second Brigand. But I think Axe Grinder is the safer line. You could dump the second Brigand. It's going to be off in the corner, a little bit awkward. Oh my god. Ooh. The triple Colossus. I might actually consider... Okay, so we went back and collected, dumped another Colossus. I might have even considered just going super aggressive, dumped another one. This is pretty good for Stinky. We get 2 Axe Grinder Flame Burst, which is a nice clear, and then we get to step on the lake, block the collection. And Zarak really desperately wanted those collections. I liked putting pressure on the face, I think... Like, I almost wanted to value trade, well... Yeah, I don't know. If we go face with the tow ship, we dump a lake and the Colossus on left side. We're away from all of this stuff here. Not all of it, but a little bit of it, and he's only got the Reveler to defend against the 7/7. And even in this position where there was Flame Burst, then Toeship would be body blocking our Colossus. And that pressure means Stinky's got to push some stuff in, maybe less defense on his wells. But maybe this isn't the end of the world. Oh, Wind Soldiers. Interesting. I don't even know if I like Wind Soldier. So let's just play Ancient Heralds. Sure. Not a terrible curve. Oh! Well then. That might be a big game winning. Oh, that's just too massive. Can put the Tethra into threat range of Herald as well. Yikes. Oh, Stinky's debating whether he wants to put it on Reveler. I think you have such a good play on Brigand. Who even cares? The nice thing about putting the buff on Brigand is you get this Faeria value back immediately. Whereas on Reveler you have to wait. And you're less inclined for this to die. Like, this is going to be a better play overall. I don't think it was even possible you had to have the Faeria to build a land and Horsemaster. But if it was possible, I think I still prefer this line. We don't have to build land with it. We get 2 Faeria immediate value. Pretty big. And I think that's it. Stinky fought back that immediate tempo pressure, and tempo has lost their tempo. We want to hope for like Soul Drain top deck, but it doesn't accomplish... Well, it accomplishes something, but we have to wait until next turn. We can Toeship left. That's fine. Now what Zarek doesn't know is that there is a Horsemaster, so he's got to be careful about where he positions this. Might run into that. I think this will just gobble up the Herald for free though. That's pretty free. But Falcon Dive though. Honestly, it's another option to put Toeship between the wells. We do see there is Horsemaster, but depends if Zarek's playing around that or not. Wait, we are Horsemastering? Wait, what does this accomplish? Oh, we're gonna Horsemaster the Brigands? Just to dodge Soul Drain, I guess? Is that worth it? That's a debatable one. Like, yeah, if Soul Drain comes down... Oh, wait, what? Okay. Like, if Soul Drain comes down, then you're sad. So this gets your immediate value off the Brigand. But it does take away a surprise Horsemaster out of your hand. But I don't mind it. We even played around the Falcon Dive, which is cool. Who knew? Here I think Zarek can just pass. We will move that Toeship up next turn and Mystic Beast. Oh, we could dump Colossus, I guess. Stops the double collection. I don't know. Stinky's got a lot of Faeria now. I think we just need to find an opening into Stinky's face. But with the Tethra on board is a lot of pressure. Thinking about dumping Axe Grinder, I don't think we're really pressured into playing anything here. But we dump a 4-3. Maybe trying to build up a salamander play aggressively. Fairy tempo. We could... Yeah, okay. So we give up the Mystic Beast spots in favor of the Tempo Colossus, which I really like. We have 2 to play. That's a lot of time and Faeria that we need to spend to develop both of these. We might not never get to Mystic Beast, and that's completely fine. And double Humbling Vision is pretty nice to get into these aggressive openings. I think Zarek found his opening and took it. Now that Stinky decided to invest his Tethra up forwards and Axe Grinder all up aggressive when this guy's not even doing anything. He's just kind of standing there. I like that Zarek has no lands next to his face. We're looking at Salamander. I think we are. That is a quad salamander. Or are we gonna go in the corner? Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of stats. Dumps the second Reveler just to protect face. Actually, that's the third Reveler. And that's a lot of stats. Okay, gonna try to dump the second Colossus. I don't know if this will be enough. Drop a Mystic Beast in there. But that's all he's got. He gives a last final ditch effort into Stinky's 15 Faeria. Those Revelers got some very good value. No removal in hand though. We don't have a clean answer to this 7-4. We should draw, right? Depends on what Stinky's hoping for, if he has answers in the deck, or if he wants to get the ball rolling by hitting face for 4, which is not a great number. I mean, I feel like you just want to go defensive here, that's your win. Because this Axe Grinder's... If it was 5, I might consider going face. But 4 power is like a 5-turn lethal. It's quite a lot of turns. We will stop Tempo in their tracks instead. Too bad this isn't a Garridan, huh? Looks like we'll cash in some more on our Reveler. Where's this Sagami go? I mean, honestly, just dump a bunch of stats. Dump the Taiga Explorer somewhere. I think I'd rather the Taiga Explorer come on the forest because here, I guess we can't value. We can with training. Training the Colossus over, and then this guy hits the 4-4. Okay, we'll do it this way. Get a smack for 7. We don't get to put Herald anywhere though. Soul Drain. So we get a hit for 7, but our opponent gets to kind of do what they want now. Oh, comes back and collects to play Herald. Is that worth it? I don't think that's worth it. We kind of need to keep up the tempo pressure. I liked just having the 6-2 more aggressive, because the 5-2's completely out of the fight here. And so is Toe Ship. Currently Stinky's winning the value game, so Zarek's only way to win is by getting in these face pokes. And I think he really needs everything at face to accomplish that. Oh, we do have a second training. I didn't see that. Wow, what a clear. Takes out everything except for the 5/5. It's not gonna accomplish very much. Shifting Tide. And Stinky's lined up 10 face damage, 2-turn lethal. Zarek's on a clock. Stinky is not on a clock. Well, what do you do here? I think you're burnt out. You can answer the 5-1, but the Ground Shaker is unanswerable. It's gonna stop your aggression. Oh, Gary, too late. So we might as well smack face for 10 here and develop Sagami Warrior defensively. Makes sense, since we've already set up our lethal. Doesn't really matter. Just protect our face in case something happens. I don't know what could happen. Emperor's Command. I don't think there was any neutrals in the deck. Oh, there is Falcon Dive. But I think if you're running Falcon Dive, you're probably not running Emperor's Command. Okay, so that looks like it. Stinky's gonna take game 1. He's a very smart cookie. And we'll move on to game 2. Zarek with a chance to counter. Auto locks in the mono green. So there are some Voice of Truce in this deck. Can maybe deal with some of the boosted stats from Salamander. Not all of the stats though. Krog deck was bait, you think? I don't think so. I think I would I think most players would still ban the Krog. It's a pretty awful matchup to play into. I mean, unless you're geared to countering it, like you have Choking Sand and just top deck it like Bamser. So who has the greedier list will potentially triumph. Both players are playing slower kind of lists. And if your opponent has the greedier list, then you should go fast. Apparently Stinky thinks Zarek's favored in the late game. He goes double neutral here. Really turning on the gas to get that axe grinder spot. Double Willow opener. I love playing... Oh, we can't play Brigands. Never mind. Oh, axe grinder, really? Okay. Stinky really likes popping these 4-3s. So close from the wells. But so far away. So this 4-3 represents 4 damage, but I don't really like it. Now Zarek gets to develop any other creature he likes. It takes the hit on the Willow, but it doesn't really accomplish too much, and Axe Grinder dies. What I much preferred was just playing passively. We can just get 1 extra stat out of Axe Grinder. I don't think we're concerned for collections. This is cool though. We do get to put Brigands in trade range of Willow, so we will get a free combat hit by sidestepping here, not collecting. Oh, sorry, not combat hitting. Time of Legends is drawn though. We can shimmy our creatures around. Yeah, sorry, you can just shimmy this guy back. Oh, Tethra's drawn again? Oh my god. That's crazy. I mean, we take it, right? Tethra puts this to 8. It does give him an even trade. There's another option to go for Cypher here. But I think I like Tethra. Again, it's just immediate value. Rather than having to wait and rely on your... Or take the risk that your opponent could answer this. And Tethra goes tucked away in the corner. It's not like ideal maybe, yeah, but it's not the end of the world. You can sidestep him next turn and then he's off to collect. Really thinking about it, might be switching to Cypher now. Actually thinking of going passively. I like the Tethra, just rip it. Go forwards. But is Tethra winning? Okay, maybe we step back and not even play Cypher. We'll do nothing. Build up some more value. Does not want to give Aridin any value. Triple Salamander in hand. Tethra surely comes down here. And we could put... Cypher. I don't think we can put Cypher aggressive. Is thinking about building the third mountain, but it's not a great location for Cypher. Maybe just a Salamander? Is he saving Tethra for Reveler? I mean, I like Tethra. Tethra back still seems reasonable. Thinking of building a third forest, maybe? Could put the Tethra aggressively. Oh, did he get his power wheel? He did. Got the +1. Okay. And yeah, that's a mighty spooky 9/7 Underground Brigands. Zarak can't really deal with that. He was fishing for Voice of Truth, didn't find it. Oakling's okay. Tries to get us a bigger creature. Did we need to play Ancient Boar? Or can we just get more chances in our hand? I guess we want it to hit Stalker, ideally. The buff. So we could go Salamander Wrath onto this guy. And then let's break and step up. Marching closer to face. Hits the Ancient Boar. Not terrible. I mean, the 4 HP is going to be so awkward now. Like, how do you efficiently deal with this? And you got Willow on board. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. I think that's about the end for Zarak. Which isn't good. Zarak used this list as a counter. He wanted to win with this deck. I think the blue-yellow would have been fine. You've got Istanu. Istanu should be reasonable into this, maybe. Maybe. Depends. I guess you've got all these small stat lines. Ouch. We dumped the big boar that we worked hard for, and Brigand can just hit into it. Oh, he's got a taunt. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter. Free gobble. We still get it. Zarak lined up as efficient a trade as he could find, so Oakland gets to trade in, command. And then, hey, maybe we get it on the Stalker. We could purposefully put it on Stalker if we play Grove Color. Oh, we're kind of just throwing Grove Color into the fire at that point. We don't have Faeria next turn either. Wow, the 6 Salamander. Don't see that one very often. Now here comes the Meteor, like Lizard did to me what that one game. Great Salamander to play as well because, as we mentioned, Zarak lined up the kill on this. Now he no longer has that. Still a 13-5 to deal with. No Voice of Truth drawn still. Ouch. Reveler's over Sky, huh? Okay, so we go for Stalker. Wasn't what we were hoping for. But it's a play. I mean, we're just done at this point. There's no way we're coming back. The Willow's being threatened by the 8/8. Probably my play is to sidestep this so he doesn't get to collect. The 10/11, where does he go? He's being threatened everywhere by all this stuff. He goes backwards. Okay. And yeah, 8/8 comes across to collect. Free collect. This also lets him stay out of trade range of Boar if that's relevant. It's not really, doesn't really matter. And we're gonna set up a protected cipher. Unless... So we'll have to use Istanu to fight this one off. I think it's very possible. And then what's Stinky's last list? Was it a yellow? Or was it no, it was red-yellow? No, Stinky still got 2 lists in the bank. He's doing just fine. Not a lot to think about here anymore, either. Just dump creatures and win game. We have so much value. With that triple salamander. Dumps the 5/5. And finally, halfway through the deck, we find our voice of truth. A little bit too late. And it's over. It's all ogre now. I was super surprised in that last ogre tournament where I brought all the ogres, how well that Huskless did. I think ogre's actually a super solid card. Okay, Stinky 2-0. Sweeping with this list. Still has a blue and a mono yellow. But we all know Zarek's got a spicy Istanu list coming up. Has a lot of ramp. He actually has the time to ramp. Twin Soul's gonna go very far in this match. I'm surprised that he didn't start with this one, to be honest. Scoops his hand, finds a Nightmare, finds a Stanu. Nightmare's gonna come in handy for some big buffed creature, I guess. We had Tethra all 3 of those games, huh? Now we just need to find the break-ins. But Zarek's found Water Alley Opener all of his games that we've witnessed so far. I'm pretty sure. That was like 3 or 4 games. Water Alley Open. Crazy. Water Alley is too good, man. Starting to think like Frog Tosser wasn't the issue. It was Water Alley all along. Double Axe Grinder has been played. Now, not looking to step up into the 3/3. We can put a Forest, build up to Tethra. We can maybe dump a Cypher. Play into Humbling Vision. No, we just go center and choose not to do any of that. Okay. Lining that center land up maybe for Tethra. Bigger Salamander play. Expecting his opponent to come to him. And Zarek's just gonna slowly build up lands and cards. No pressure. Also expertly playing out of trade range at the 4/3. He's played into Tethra one too many times this series, I suppose. Horsemaster? Okay. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, I'm sleepy apparently. Thought this was Stinky's creature for some reason. I was like, Horsemaster the Madman. Just to move the creature up. It's been a long week. Okay, we got a Stanu. Easy game. No longer have to try. I mean, gotta be a little bit careful about Garridan. But apart from that, no big deal. Cypher does kind of need to be played at a range. Unfortunately, we played our Horsemaster, so we don't get to do that. Ooh, I don't like this. This makes no sense. Investing double removal on stuff that already had a collector taking over for it, that feels terrible. Pops the Nightmare on Cypher. I don't see why particularly. That doesn't make any sense. That accomplished 0 things, right? Like, even if you're afraid of Horsemaster, Stinky's got to invest double neutral, the Horsemaster takes this trade, and you could just Nightmare it after if you really want to. Who cares if the Astanu dies? Your opponent invests so much to kill that. And like, what else is he gonna do? Like, maybe Hook? Okay, maybe he's playing around Hook. Same thing. He spends 3 Faeria to kill your 1 HP Astanu. You just Nightmare it after. Who cares? Like, that was a really preemptive Nightmare. But that's okay. Still in an extremely good spot. With a Stanu on board. So we have Twin Soul available. We could have just dumped Twin Soul, right? So he wants the collections, sure. Oh, we did find a Horsemaster. I like the Brigand placement. It threatens the 2-2, and when the 2-2 runs away, Horsemaster can go face to get some value. Can potentially even Tethra next turn. We are going to be on 10. We won't have enough for Horsemaster plus Tethra, though. Ooh. That accomplishes 0 things. But it could have been cool before Twin Soul. Twin Soul dodging Garrett and Threshold now is kind of crazy. Ah, but Gary, Ground Shaker. Now there's a 16 Faeria combo you can't play around. Oh, we didn't go for the go face line, I guess because Mystic Beast is there? Sure. But now we will get gobbled anyways. Sad. Man, Astanu is very good. This is extremely difficult to stop. I think if you're playing red, it's reasonable, like mono red. Okay, we played mono red, but I mean like a more like standard mono red with Flameburst Cypher. I was playing Flameburst Cypher's Red. I don't know, like Copter you want in this oh, but Copter's DLC. Yeah, with like no DLC, maybe Astanu was a clever bring, honestly. What are the answers to this? Like, Copter's great, but Copter's a DLC card. We have Garrett in no DLC, we have Firestorm, but people unlikely are bringing Firestorm. It's just not a favorite card right now. Even in this format, I think even Firestorm's, I don't know. It's not the most optimal bring. Oh, we actually afforded this, interesting, but yeah, I mean, wow. Wait, what? We had 16 Faeria there? Huh. That's insane. And now Zorak's in a very interesting position. Like, he's got his opponent down to 7 HP. That's pretty good. Stinky can probably defend against this for a while. Oh, that's a lot of swarm. We got 3 creatures threatening these spaces. So what do? We can... It's kind of tough. I don't particularly want to like Horsemaster this to trade anything, but Horsemaster's a stat line we can use to fight, kind of. The 2/2s fight. That 16 Faeria pull was a lot. Very expensive. I mean, very necessary, obviously, but very expensive, so Stinky's not got a ton to work with here. What's the play? I don't have a lot of options. We have 2 cards to play. We have the option to hold our cards, but I don't think that's good either, because we'll be at 3 HP. I guess just Brigands. We do have Salamander in hand, so we can buff this. Maybe we can bait a 2/2 forwards. I mean, we need to survive just 2 more turns. Wait, could we have held for Tethra also? And just 1 game? That might have been the play, honestly. We had, what, 5? We had 5 there, plus 1, 6. We needed a second forest for Tethra. We could have sent Groundshaker back to collect. I think we should have held our Faeria for Tethra, because that was an out. If we just send Groundshaker back to go collect, because we needed that extra collection to afford it, since we have to build our second forest still, and currently on board there are no answers to Garrotin. And you run the risk of like Humbling Vision or Nightmare, but I think you just play into that risk because I don't think going defensive is going to save you. And Zarek very smartly plays the Humbling Vision because I think it's just worth it to do this. You're locked down into maybe a race a little bit here, and yeah, if Stinky finds a buff, that's game over. That's one of Stinky's only outs that you can see. Okay, how do we defend against this? Can we defend against this, is the question. I think we can. If we build this forest, we sidestep, we hit, step up the 2/3, play Salamander. Like 2/5 is pretty bulky, so is the 5 HP Brigand. Oh, sorry, we can't afford this. Oh, rip. Oh, what? We just lose then, don't we? I guess we can dump a Horsemaster? Okay, so the play is to probably kill this, step up, play Horsemaster, and then the 2/2 can't actually get at the Horsemaster. Sorry, it can. Wait, what's the plan? Oh, we can't afford that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we just go back and collect. I'm blind. Yeah, this is the play I like. Unfortunately, this is a great trade, but can't ask for everything. We're dying here. Oh, hello? We can't build lands. Except with Air Ellie. There's no way, right? Yeah. Wait, so 2 toads could have killed this instead. We have our 4/1 open. I guess we can hit face for 2, that's about it. So don't quite have it. But now with the Fnatic, Zarek's feeling safe to just dump the Mystic Beast, play a little bit passive, and this Mystic Beast can go places. Stinky really wants to move forwards, get into collections to come back, but if he opens up his face, he's dead to Fnatic. Horsemasters. So that will put you on 4, 5. Plus 1, 6. Is he gonna block face? We'll see if he plays around it. Kinda looks like he wants to. Oh, he's thinking about it. Do it, Stinky. You know it's coming. Oh no. He's gonna have a last minute decision. Switch his mind. Put it here. Do it. Okay, we're safe. Stinky will look back on this and realize he made the correct call. So we have access to Phantasm. Keeps drawing. What are we hoping to draw for? We have so many cards. Right, this is somehow very close. Could you have Phantasm to this? I mean, just hold your cards, I guess. We probably want to play... Why haven't we been building lands for Fugu and stuff? I don't understand what the draw is supposed to accomplish. Was he hoping for a second movement? No, he can't. Fanatic's the only card that exists. And the Toad decided to step onto the land, so he's gonna get value traded. Value trade, dump an Axe Grinder maybe. We could dump Sagami Warrior face if we wanted to. Put some pressure. Now, is there a lethal lined up for Zarak? Has he lined up a lethal? The 4-1 comes over. It needs like 1 extra damage. Okay, Sagami's going passive. And we draw into Skywell, but can't afford it. We're on 6 lands. We decided to draw a bunch. So I don't know. Man, drawing might cost Zarak the game. He's gonna lose out on some tempo here. I mean, Skywell helps. Maybe we have enough time, I think, to build up lands now. Oh, sorry, we do have ramp. That is true. 6, 10. We can afford all, but we still only have a 2/2. So it's not enough. Like, we need 3 power setup on boards, which was supposed to be Fugu. And Zarek's still gotta be careful about Horsemaster. We've seen, what, 2? Maybe he's been card counting. I haven't. I don't know. Is there a second Horsemaster? Not really sure. Sorry, we do have Phantasm also. That represents some damage, but it's 7 cost. So we need 13, 16. We just spent 4, right? I think we should have... If we held, we might have had something. Maybe it's a bit of a risk if the 2/2 dies, but... There is a lethal with Moby plus Fanatic plus Phantasm. At least he's building up some lands now. Could have also gone for second Air Alley to ramp into a Fugu, just to have that on board. Because that Mystic Beast before was doing a great job threatening the double hop. And now Salamander comes down, Stinky finds a window to get huge value here. He was able to come out of his face a little bit. And Zarak could have prevented that. Okay, hits this. What are we doing about that Axe Grinder going face? Hard plays a desert. Plays Moby. What are we doing? We can't afford this. Are we throwing? that the play? I don't know what happened there. I think Zarak just threw, to be honest. In order to save yourself, I think you need to, like, water Ellie Fugu, because you're gonna lose the game if you don't. I mean, you're not gonna lose this turn, I guess, but what happened? I think second Fugu could have gone down here. So you're out of trade range, but Zarak might have tilted himself a little bit by making that misplay. Not sure what the expectation was from it. It's pretty far off of Phantasm. Maybe he just thought he could Phantasm, I don't know. We had what? Oh, did we have 9 there? So, was that close? I guess that was close. Okay, maybe just miscounted by 1. Fair enough then. We still have a lot of value, Zarak, with these double Fugus, but we kind of threw one into the fire for no reason, so that's unfortunate. We also threw away our Fanatic for almost no reason. It honestly could have just stayed here. I mean, we have Skywill on board now. We could use this as a Fanatic threaten. But maybe we have a second one we can draw into, hopefully. Oh, well now it's GG. Sorry, wait, what? What, Stinky, why? What did we do? How did we miss the clear on the Fugu? Wait, what? Wait, did we not have it? Surely we had it. Oh, we didn't have 7. Didn't we? Axe Ranger step back. Oh my god. We had it, didn't we? We so had it. We can just collect with this guy. +1. Am I stupid? Just collect. +1. Hop. Clear this. Phantasm. Just missed this? Seems like a pretty... Okay. Well, players can be as sleepy as I am. That's fine. I make my fair share of misplays. And who knows, maybe that one misplay earlier really did tell Zarak a lot, and now he's just not thinking properly. And that happens to the best of us, so fair enough. I think Zarak will maybe win, inevitably. It's hard to say, to be honest. I mean, if he... Like, Stinky does have a lot more value in his deck. Is that a 3rd Salamander? Stinky has to find an opening, though, to get to his face. Otherwise, he will lose to Fatigue. No movement tricks left. We gotta do this the old-fashioned way. I mean, it's possible that Zarak just plays for the Fatigue out. Stinky just has to draw twice to lose. Crystal Dragon! Nice. Love to see Crystal Dragon. That could be it on board, kind of. You have to build a land to not die. You do have to build a land to not die. I don't think there's any other option, right? Oh, there's Shaker. Okay. No. How do we Shaker? What? Protect with Shaker. Okay, not dead on boards. Sorry, I lied. Dead on boards. Alright, well, Zarek finally makes it through the Stinky list. And let's pull up another Stinky list. But, feeling very comfortable. 2 lists left to fight this one with. Should be pretty reasonable. These players have been taking a long time too, and I did turn on Time Bank this time. So, players gotta be careful about that one. Stinky's in a very good spot if it does come down to time. So he's got 2 decks to stall the game out with. "12 minutes on Stinky's clock." Oh, Zarek. Zarek, though, is the one that was... He's got 2 matches to finish. 22 minutes. Zarek's actually doing fine. Actually, Stinky's the one in danger of Time Bank. So Stinky really does want to win this now, and this looks like a monstrosity deck. So I think Stinky has a pretty good chance here. Monstrosity is very strong, even into Swarm. You can maneuver around things. You can trade off your creatures very easily. But Nightmare drawn, we can Nightmare a Monstrosity in the future. Great opener from Stinky too. We've got Mistral Guide into Manta Rider. Lots of value. Aerialias move off that side. We draw into Fugu. Don't like to see that one early. I mean, there's a lot of late game cards though. We've got potentially triple Fugu, maybe only a double Fugu. And Moby, and Twin Soul. But with all this ramp, maybe you don't care as much. I mean, we're already on 6 lands. This might be a Lizard list even. I think I've seen Moby in a Lizard list before. But Nightmare? You don't run Nightmare, do you? Surely not. Interesting diamond formation. Using this to threaten the lands? Interesting. I think Airelli has got to be the second best elemental now that Wodelli was nerfed. So this is the colors for the best possible elementals. Wodelli is okay, but I think flying's a little bit stronger. A keyword. Sends a Shaden Demon down the center. To be double traded by 2 toads. Well, you can't send it elsewhere, I guess. Plan to aerially range. Could just hang on to it. Looks like we're gonna Fanatic this. Saber Toads. For 2 step back. I think the 4-2 can probably stick around. It's not really under any threats. If Stinky invests a movement trick just to kill this, I think that's fine. You got a bunch of stuff to collect with after. Stinky really looking to draw, I think. Want to find those monstrosities. That's basically your win condition. Not gonna win with just standard flyer strategy. With all this swarms. Flyers typically pretty weak to swarm. They've got these low HP numbers. And the luxury of the monstrosity list is you kind of have multiple different win conditions going on. You've got the Flyers game plan, which just wants to hit you in the face 4 times with your 5 power stuff. But you've also got an OTK, which can be useful in certain matchups. It's not useful in other matchups, but you don't have to always go for the same game plan each match. Invest the double soul drain. I guess that's okay here. It's not terrible. Sometimes it's good to hold the double soul drain for your OTK, but this was a pretty good clear, especially taking out the Toad, because now if Fnatic wants to collect, he has to step up into trade range. Oh. Wait, actually just going for it. Interesting. I thought with the Aurelia play he was going to put the desert back so he could safely collect, but does not do that and actually just gives Stinky a better collector. I think Stinky's probably cool with that too, honestly. Like, now he gets to block the Fugu from collecting by stepping on the lake. Still no monstrosity. I don't think it's the end of the world. We did get a pretty decent play there last turn. Can just send a Manta Rider. Yeah, and we'll take this free little collector. Crazy. Oh, we're gonna even throw Fnatic in here to clear the 4-2. Do I like that? I guess. Protects our 5-3, puts a 3-2 aggressively. We do give him double collection, so we don't give him that, we don't block the space anymore, but whatever, I guess. We can also send the Manta Rider here to threaten the Fugu. Oh, we don't. Why not? That seems alright. We're going face with the Manta Rider. We don't want to get outswarmed. I don't like this Manta Rider because it does imply that we're gonna use our Flash Wind, and using up our mobility trick sucks, especially when Fugu is already threatening this. If we go face, I would have much rather have the Manta Rider on this side to threaten the Fugu. Threaten these lands too, so we can value trade a frog if we want. But we do have a monstrosity. Finally found this guy. I think I'd like to see the monstrosity played. We can put him between wells. Obviously there's a nightmare, but Stinky doesn't know this. And now that we finally found our monstrosity, definitely do not want to use those mobility tricks. We've used far too many, and we are kind of desperate to... Oh no. We're kind of desperate to use these mobility tricks to get our OTK in here into face. Because our new game plan now, our opponent's going to be able to swarm quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, value-wise it looks good, but your opponent's still double collecting. It really doesn't accomplish that much. Oh, it plays into trade range. Okay. And now maybe Zara can be card counting here to see how many mobility tricks have actually been played so far. Like, we've seen 3, I think. So might end up not being super fearful of Monstrosity zipping face. And even if he does start building up stats, we have Nightmare in our pocket. Wait, there's Creation in this list? That's a new one. How do you fit all these cards? This must be like a one of Creation. Flexible pick, so you can hit... I guess you're only looking to hit your 6-line cards, right? I guess you can hit Phantasm as a flex tool. You can hit Phantasm, you can hit Moby in the future, you can hit Twinsel. So all the greedy land ramp does make a lot of sense now. Invested Wind Soldier did get to collect. Okay, I mean, Stinky has been triple collecting for a while, though. This might be a fine amount of pressure. Like, Zarek has to invest 6 Faeria to kill that monstrosity, and he's not developing any creatures that way. Managed to smack for 5-2, so we can transition into the 5 damage face lethals. Oh, we can't afford Nightmare here. And we play a Water Ellie there? Trade range of Monstrosity. Well, GG. Okay, well, those early clears and everything did manage to pay off. And investing those movement tricks. So that was the last one for Stinky. Monstrosity is a very difficult list to beat. 2 very challenging lists for Zarok. So congrats to Stinky. You're gonna move on to the finals. Alright, we are back with the finals of this no DLC tournament. Amoeba versus Stinky Bad Boy. Amoeba's end of the bracket we haven't seen anything of. Stinky we got to see last match. Only a couple of his decks. Looks like Amoeba might have brought a Carassius list. Interesting. Carassius is valid, right? That is Oversky cards. Typically the only triple color deck you see is Carassius. That is right? It's an Oversky card? I think so. And both players banning the yellow. Yeah, very spooky. Makes the most sense. Stinky gonna lead with... not sure. Green-red. So, he's gotta be looking at this Carassius list and realizing he needs an answer. So I hope that this second red list over here can answer. But reasonable to start with red. Since you got 2. Save the blue for the green. And Amoeba playing red-yellow. Is this going to be a variant of his Soul Eel? Without eel? No, it's red-yellow burn. With Brigand. I don't think you often see Brigand in a burn list, do you? Is that usual? I'm not sure. I feel like, especially with Shed and Brute, you're also running Grimguards. And you're also running the 4/4 so that you can hit face. Hit face with a Mace Man. Whoa, starts with the center lands. What does this mean? Does he know he's facing red and he needs like a defensive spot? Interesting. That's the only thing that screams to me. I'm fighting burn, I need something to block my face from Scourge Flame Spectre. So every other match he's gone sides, right? So I didn't see any healing from Stinky. This could be a challenge without healing. But it looks like he's debating double neutral, so he might be going for a rush, trying to race our opponent's burn list. Very valid. And we might do pretty okay with that game plan, because Amoeba's got to build up to 6 lands for Scourge Flame. We found training, though. Training's huge. Maybe we put Shed and Brute center. It's an option. But pretty obvious that we have training if you put Shed and Brute center. Also just noticed we have Soul Pact and Brigand in the list. A lot of Faeria value. We must be running like Iona's Smile. Something to warrant all of this Faeria generation. Oh, are we debating maybe training this guy up? Could go training this guy up, Shed and Brute, face. No, we'll just Shed and Brute. I like it, it keeps our options open. So next turn we could decide to training up, but it at least threatens this space. Can training across if we want. Great into this Axe Grinder that wants to come down too, because this is a 4/6 waiting to fight the 5/4. Oh, looks like Stinky might go for it anyways. What else can you do? If you've committed to the double neutral, do you just dump the Axe Grinder anyways and accept your fate? Like, okay, it's gonna get a value trade, but we have Cypher's Wrath in hand, we can manage. If we really want, we could combat hit the Reveler in there. There's another option to collect, to keep your opponents off collections. We could put Sagami Warrior backwards to take over collecting. It's not the worst idea to step forwards, like you give him a free trade, but he does go down to 5 HP. Probably want to use Ground Shaker to deal that 1 damage though. But training's great. Amoeba just needs to stall a little bit to get to his Scourge Flame, so if he can take a value trade now, even if it's able to be cleared next turn, that's just what he wants. Oh, and he goes to the side, not even collecting, because he wants to play out of trade range of the Reveler. I don't know why. Like, if this does hit... I guess you don't want to play into a Salamander play. And then this Reveler just gets free buffs. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Probably gonna get Salamandered here. With 16 Faeria. We can Horsemaster the Reveler forwards. It's actually pretty funny. So this guy... Thinking about Horse Mastering backwards. I would like Reveler to be, I guess, closer on the mountain, but I don't know. If we had Horsemaster aggressive, then it's 5 power, which is a bigger number than 3. And then we can 2-turn lethal. I kind of liked Horsemaster aggressive, honestly. What is this guy gonna do to the Shed and Brute? And now Scourge Flame's coming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's pretty big. Plus the Flash Wind. And we get to protect Scourge Flame. Yikes. Down to 8 HP suddenly, just like that. We have lined up 8, 9, 10 only. So we have to somehow not die next turn. Because I don't think we're lethaling here. And we have to double neutral if we want to accomplish that. Yeah. Yikes. Just didn't quite work out. So our opponent's... I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, honestly. Like, we have to combat hit something to kill it, and then we're on 6. And we're actually on 3 with Scourge, with the Flame Burst. That looks like the end, unfortunately. This burn list could rip through Stanky. Does he have a green list? A lot of cool brings by players today. I think Red Yellow Burn was a clever bring. I think Estanu was a clever bring. These new formats are always cool to think about because you can kind of strategize, or yeah, strategize what your opponent's gonna bring based on the restrictions, and you bring counters towards those. Okay, so Amoeba taking game 1, Red Yellow Burn. Ooh, it does not look like Stinky has an answer to this. It's gonna try for a blue, but typically, and this is a blue, that only had 1 neutral, right? Which means no healing. I'm pretty sure that had 1 neutral. Okay, we got a Dream Reaver list. Okay, I was mistaken then. Dream Reaver can do some stuff. We have an opening with Dream Reaver. Big juicy 10 HP creature. We can use it to heal ourselves. We can use another one to reduce our opponent's HP to 10. Not too bad. Pops the enchant already, looking to find a second collector. Finds it. 4/6, very nice. Very sturdy. Especially into the Brigand. Will we see Grimguard to try and... I don't know what he's gonna do. Fight stats a little bit. Doesn't accomplish too much. Oh, we are clearing a collector. Okay. Bye-bye Sturdy Shell. Not terrible since already an investment was made into this with enchant. And Amoeba sees that he's going to be double collecting in the future. I like it. It takes away that double collector. He's already invested the enchant in there. And Stinky, if he wants to collect here further, has to invest lands. Which he apparently does not want to do. Builds that land. Interesting. I guess this is blocking a Scourge Flame land. A little bit odd to put it here now, though, if you're planning on collecting. I guess maybe the plan is to be flexible in hopping this direction instead of collecting. Oh, we are running Enchantress. Don't see that card every day. Cool. Full on enchant. The 2/5 stat line's interestingly bad. Like, you always try and find what the correct price for a 2/5 is. Like, you don't want to spend 3 on a 2/5, that's terrible. So you want to spend like 2 on a 2/5. And that sounds pretty good on paper. A 2-cost 2/5, pretty solid. But honestly, a 2/5 body is often just not even worth the card. Like, it has to have an additional effect like this or something. And even then, it's like, okay. So Fnatic comes down to clear the Water Ellie, which a further investment was put into with that land build. Amoeba really punishing these investments from Stinky. Interesting land build here, though, on that last turn. Wanting to threaten. He threatened the Water Elemental with that. Gave some other options as well, threatening Tyrannax, paired with Grimguard. And now Stinky's not really got much to play. Wants to keep building these lakes up, but nothing to play in hand but Gabriel and Enchant. Oh, sorry, we're at 6. We can play Figaro. Okay, Figaro is fine. Figaro's a lot. Why did we step? Oh, we want Figaro on this side, okay. Are we gonna Crystal Dragon face? No. I think that's not worth it when we have Dream Reaver ready to be played next turn. Also, I like the step up. Oh, don't play anything. Oh my god. Wait, we have Windfall. Oh, I really hate that. Now, this was useless, right? We just, like, that buff did 0 things. Now we played a 4-cost 2/5 after I just said, I want to play a 2-cost 2/5. We just spent 2 Faeria extra. Are we going to make that value up by collecting? Surely not. I wanted to save up my Faeria for Windfall. Like, we have to afford Dream Reaver next turn. That Windfall was just in hand. And we had 6 Faeria there. It was a perfect opportunity to pass, save for Windfall. Yeah, it looks good on paper. Yeah, on paper, just developing the 2/5 to fight the 3/2 stats, be a collector, but the collector aspect of it is irrelevant when you're playing a 4-cost 2/5 and giving up Windfall. You're essentially giving up 4 entire Faeria by playing this card. And then you're spending 4 Faeria on top of that. That's like 8 Faeria in the hole. Like, it doesn't seem like that when you're playing these things, but that's like 8 Faeria down. Maybe 7 Faeria. We do collect once next turn. Because this isn't even going to get to fight these stats, right? The 3/2 is going to go off and do something else. He's going to clear the 6/6, go off and collect. He's got a lot of options. But now we're never playing Windfall, unfortunately. So, not clearing the 6/6. We will step back. I mean, Amoeba's aware that Dream Reaver is coming. A 6 land has been built in his face as well, on top of that. So, pretty obvious Dream Reaver is coming. He wants to set up and prepare for that. 6, 7, 8. I mean, we can Dream Reaver here. We can, again, save up for Windfall. Those are the 2 options I'm looking for. I mean, this guy gets to hop over clear. So Dream Reaver is pretty well uncontested. I'd like to hop and then maybe build a lake here between wells. It's either that or put it between walls this side. Thinking of putting it center? What does that achieve? Oh, it gets our 6/6 going aggressive, blocks the Scourge Flame land? Sure. I guess if we're not expecting to collect, why not? Okay, well, regardless of what we did and what happened, that is a big boy. And Amoeba doesn't have answers to it. I mean, in red, it's going to be very tough. And unfortunately, Scourge Flame was not drawn earlier. I am curious about the Faeria generation. We haven't seen Iona Smile yet. Like, I would expect it to be like a 3 of with Soul Pact and Brigand in the list, surely. So it looks like we're just gonna plan on taunting. We have to use 2 cards to taunt. We don't have an option now. We gotta just play the second taunt, and that's all we can do. So we got 4 face damage. He's on 12. That's not 0. Scourge Flame. If we get double Scourge Flame, I don't think there's any way we get it to face, though. But double Scourge Flame is still only 10 damage. Stinky even hovering the heal, he might even consider healing. I don't know. I mean, in this position, Stinky's looking fine. I think you can greed for Windfall. Oh, we're gonna humble, command, clear, go face. It's only 7 face, though. I guess it's worth it. You just set up lethal for next turn, and surely your opponent doesn't have another taunt. This also takes away a combat hit, so your opponent's even less likely to find any answers, any damage removal. Sorry, damage. Face damage. Yep, that's just it. Reaver taking down Burn. Makes sense. A lot of healing. Big stat lines. Was a good call. Good counter. So, Amoeba has left Carassius. Honestly, Carassius would be good into this, right? I think so. It's a slow game plan that Stinky's playing. Carassius loves that. No burn, no AoE. So probably I expect to see Carassius. I don't remember his other list. Or did we play it already? We played red, yellow. Okay, there's a smile. Sure. Oh, we're gonna training this away? Amazing. Actually not dead. Is there a lethal here on Stinky's side? I don't think so. Not many answers to clearing 2 things. Enchant. Can draw us an extra cards. Maybe we have land tricks in the deck. We could draw into Spell Whirl, which gets us a land trick. But perhaps it's not worth playing that. Oh, if we go Enchantress, I might as well like to see Enchant. I mean, if this was the play anyways, might as well Enchant and try and fish for the Spell Whirl. But that's fine. We'll do it that way. Oh, we found the lethal. Ah, surrendered before we could find it. Sure. Okay, 1 and 1. What was the other list? Mono green. Okay, so Amoeba auto locks in Crassius. That makes sense. It looks like a good lineup for Amoeba then. If the Crassius wins, we have mono green to fight Stinky's red yellow. What do you think it is? Do you think it's angry? Angry seems reasonable, maybe, and no DLC. You're missing Thunder Eel. Ooh, Triton Warrior. So we don't have the Rakoan package, even still in this. We have Triton Warrior. Stinky with no starting creatures yet, but Spellroll's pretty likely to get you something. There's a lot of 2-land water cards. And we found Sturdy Shell. So, I think we can go explore... Well, it's debatable. We could put Sturdy Shell in the center to go off and collect somewhere. We could go explore Lake to threaten this 4/4. Oh wow, we found a water alley. So we can do both. Play the Explorer might as well. I think I like it, putting Sturdy Shell in range of the 4/4. But no, Stinky does not like it. We'll use the 4/4 to go off and collect. Oh, Soul Pact in this deck. Okay, so... Interesting. We're going... If we're going Soul Pact, why don't we just run... Iona's Smile instead of Biomancer? If we're already greeting to the second desert, why not? And then we're not restricted to non-blue cards. Or only playing blue cards. Once again, invests the enchantment. I don't think Stinky needs to be doing this. Currently, this is threatened by nothing. Like, okay, maybe a land trick he comes over, but there's no reason for Amoeba to do this. And for what? Just a card draw? Like, do we desperately need that card draw? This is why I wanted the Sturdy Shell over on right side, though. Like, our goal is to put the 3/3 into the 4/4. Doesn't feel that good. On Crassius lands, Crassius can fight Water Elemental if we want.
I'm so smart, I astound myself.
Might as well dump the first one. And playing Biomancer now is good to deck filter so that we draw into our creations as soon as possible. So that we're not naturally drawing into Crassius. Frogify, are we gonna see a Frogify come down? On the first Crassius. I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's probably more worth it for for Stinky to just dodge sides here. The Crassius was invested, so Stinky can just skirt around, go down this left side instead. There's not a lot of room in a Crassius deck for things like mobility tricks. Except for Majinata. There is room for that, but we do see in Amoeba's list that he's going for double deserts instead of double forests. Stinky doesn't know that, though. Ooh, we're playing Hydra. I like. We dodge, we play Hydra, up in his face on the enemy land. Actually crazy. Wow, what a turn of events here, and that Explore allowed him to push that up super aggressive too. Now Amoeba's stuck with this Crassius. Maybe I misspoke when I said I wanted to play Crassius. We should have put it here. I haven't experienced Crassius in a while, but yeah, when your opponent is playing a jumper and they can just run around, you do kind of want a way to chase that creature down, so jumpers are not the best ones to go after. But this was a nice value trade. Battletoads to protect, and now Water Ellie can no longer clear the way for our Hydra to corrupt. And maybe there aren't a lot of answers that Stinky has to clearing that Toad, unfortunately. So maybe this was just on board in threat range, that Water Ellie was. Plays a second Crassius to protect. Realizes this first one is not going to get any value. We'll dump the second one here. And now Stinky has been stopped. What do we do with all this storm in our opponent's face? We are double collecting, that's nice, that's cool. We like that. But I think we just need to focus on collections again. Is an option to Frogify this one now, I guess? Kind of. Like, it's really bad. He's got 6 damage lined up here, so it doesn't accomplish a huge amount, but at least you stop the Crassius train in its tracks. This one's like nowhere near your creatures. It's got to hit face, collect or something. So we could just throw 4 Faeria into the fire. We have our double collector intact. We would have to like Frogify enchant, I guess, to keep this 4-1 down. We could Humbling Vision it. Oh, okay, so we're just going to accept that Crassius is getting value. Go for Fagoro defensively. Okay. I don't like that though. Why didn't we kill the Crassius? He gets to collect now. So this is probably it. I don't think Stinky can win now. Guess it depends when the creation is drawn. But he's in a pretty bad spot. At least when creation is drawn. Maybe creation will not be drawn. I don't know, it looks bad either way. Amoeba's triple collecting. We do have Demon Wrangler also, I now see, so we have a way to sack one of them off. Plays double Soul Pact. What are we planning on playing? Triton Warrior? And Wrangler, okay. Fair enough, we got a 5-2 to fight the 3-4. Big Soul Pact too. Wonder if you can run the Blood Obelisk in this deck for Faeria. Like, you have a lot of, like, all of your removals with creatures, right? You got room for 1 mountain in this deck? Where you go 3 lake, 1 forest, 1 desert, 1 mountain. You can run Ulani now, suddenly. It's an option. But structures, unfortunately, just take up too much land space. Structures were such a cool idea. I feel like it doesn't work as well in Faeria as a mechanic just because of how the lands work. Like, your lands are so precious to you, and having a structure take that up sucks. They almost need to be placeable on ocean spaces. Or like, what if a structure just automatically placed a prairie underneath it? You could place a structure and a prairie. That would be cool. That would make them a lot more playable. And then things like Kobold Barracks, you wouldn't feel so bad about cutting your entire line off. So Amoeba just looking for those creations now. We can just keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Wants to keep one Crassius in hand potentially so that they don't all die before that happens. But I don't think he needs to worry too much. If a big guy comes down, maybe we're a bit scared. So sure, we'll block the lands. The Water Ellie can clear this, and then Dream Reaver can come down. But as long as we have enough tools to keep swarming, doesn't really matter if Dream Reaver comes down, because Stinky doesn't have any Ninja Toads or land tricks. Maybe just from Spell Whirl. Enchantress. We could use Enchantress to bring the Demon Wing down to a 2/2 and value trade it. That's an option. We have regular enchant for that. We just go for the hit. Beiru's interesting because it can corrupt, or it can delete the lands. Amoeba's clearly desperate for some draws here. Beiru wasn't awful. And we found Aurora could take a value trades. Looks like maybe that will happen. Nope. Yeah, we might as well just do the 5. I wonder why Stinky stepped up into this. That's your double collector gone. This is almost a full clear. I mean, stepping onto this space is not terrible just to block your opponent's collections. I like just Aurora-ing this. 3/3 can value bump. And then we just set up some more collectors. I guess just Octopus we have. Gotta be careful about Dream Reaver once again, though. Stinky is on the Faeria for Reaver. So if Amoeba's not careful, that Dream Reaver can go right in his face. But it looks like Crassius is going to block that. Three procs. We could go up here. Okay, we want to protect against Dream Reaver even harder. That lake can still be built. So chooses not to value hit. I think that's fine. I was concerned about enchant killing this, but maybe it doesn't matter. Stinky just doesn't have any collections going on. Takes a draw with all these cards. Plays nothing. Gonna build up to Dream Reaver. Put it somewhere. I don't know where. We could dump a 7/3 Octopus in anticipation for the Dream Reaver. Now you can never play Dream Reaver. It's really got a lot of flexibility. I mean, this could be a 5-3 taunt. Just hold it in hand for when it comes down, play it as a taunt. Looks like maybe 7-3. Three five jumper. Interesting. Why not put it like here or something? Want to protect those spaces? Don't think it matters too much. I mean, Amoeba's looking good. Stinky goes for the draw again? What are we hoping to draw for? Are we just giving up? Maybe he's a bit tilted. To be fair, he could be a bit tilted. He is playing into Crassius. Everyone gets tilted when they fight Crassius. Cards I would delete from the game. I mean, yeah, sure, Crassius isn't that big a deal, like it's counterable and everything, but it is just annoying to face. I think Crassius, Disciple, Merchant, probably my top 3 hated cards. Disciple itself, actually, I don't mind. Disciple is a very cool card. It's just the DLC cards that add to that archetype and make it very RNG. That's not very fun. So Disciple's not entirely the issue for me. Maybe it's just treasure maps, discover stuff, like... Ooh, is this red-yellow burn? This looks like red-yellow burn. A lot of players, or well, a couple of players brought this one, I guess. So this will have a field day on Crassius. Very strong. Looking good for Stinky this match. Next one he's gonna have to fight mono green though. Similar issue to what we had, I guess, where we played red, and then we had to fight into mono green because we lost the first match. So unfortunate. I think Burn is not out of the running into mono green though. They can still do something. Especially if it's like Beastmaster where they're playing Living Willows and Oaklings. You get to combat hit those things for extra combats. Double neutral? What just happened? Oh, Amoeba knows what he's facing. Yeah, you see the Herald comes down, you kind of know it's Burn, and Amoeba realizes this, also realizes he has Aurora in hand, which is an insane racing tool, and also has Octopus in hand, another insane racing tool. This can be a 7-3 or a 5-5. So, honestly, I respect this play a lot from Amoeba. This is the smart play to make. Doomsday? We're running Doomsday? Oh, crazy. So that's why we're going to 2 deserts, huh? Do we pre-Aurora? I think that's not awful. Step into trade range and pre-Aurora. Like, I kind of want to keep this aggression going. We could also play Octopus instead. 3-5 jump, 5-5. Kind of has to be a 5-5. But it's a little bit unfortunate. We wanted to go aggressive with the Aurora. Didn't happen. Oh, ignores it. Comes across to collect. Wonder if we'll get to see Doomsday. I don't think we will. Probably after this leg comes down, we're gonna see a lot of drawing and +1ing. And just giving up on the desert cards. Because, I mean, you got double Soul Pact into Burn. Doesn't look great. Nor does Doomsday. Don't really want to play any of those cards. So they might just be dead cards. Going to pre-Aurora here now. Wonder if we'll see, like, pre-Humbling. I like this, I think. I mean, we're going pretty much all in tempo here. We have 3 dead cards in hand, so we basically have a 2-card hand. So, do we really need collections? We don't really. And this just blocks, like, Scourge Flame. I guess you need an Elemental for that, though. Wait, it's playing a second one?
Would you like some tea?
Oh, interesting. Okay. Pre-Aurora. Finds a taunt, so it's an option to go back and clear Octopus with training, and then could taunt just to stall or something. We have Smile though, so we can draw into Scourge Flame. The 6/6 Aurora does make it awkward though. We want to collect in many places. I think I almost like going back to clear this and then going back a second time to collect. Stay out of range of the 6/6, make this worthless to him. And you line up like a Scourge Flame to hit the 1/1 or something, or we could even just go face at some point. Okay, it looks like maybe that is what we're doing. We're going back. We're going for training. I think this is the line. And then from there, we just build up Faeria for more Scourge, because we're going to draw into 2 of them. So training I like, just relieve some face pressure a little bit. And we could even pre-Smile to deck thin. I don't like playing the taunt. Currently this does nothing with our cards in hand, right? And we're far away from Scourge Flame. Well, okay, we can play 1 Scourge Flame, but we're far away from playing 2 Scourge Flame. And 2 is better than 1. But if this just straight hits into the Grimguard, like we're on 20 HP, we get hit for the face in 6. Who cares? I mean, is he really wanting to do that anyways? You got a 4/4 lined up, maybe he builds a land to fight, but you can take a few hits from a 6/6. When you have 2 Scourge Flames coming. And 6/6 steps down. I'm expecting the 1/1 to collect, which means we can dump a Scourge Flame here, which zips over and fights the 1/1 away from the 6/6. That's not bad. And the 4/4 can now march towards the 6/4, sure. We're on next turn 9? Which is exactly what we need to afford that 1 Scourge Flame. But we could have been up +4. And then we pass another turn, play Scourge Flame. We're on like 8 HP. But we played double Scourge. Oh! That's sick. Wait, that's huge! Our Scourge Flame has 1 combat hit. Right? We had 1 4/4 somewhere. I don't remember where he went. But this gives us a 2nd combat hit, which makes our Scourge Flame 7 HP. A 4/7? A 4/7. Oh my god. So yeah, I'd Flash Wind here. Clear, and then... I guess we go face. Now that he's a 4/7, we might as well go face. And our opponent, like, okay, he's got 7 damage lined up, but I don't think he wants to take 2 combat hits there. That's pretty crazy. That's really good. Very game winning. I mean, I was expecting Stinky to win this anyways, given the archetypes. But found it, I guess. Nothing Amoeba can do here now. I might be considering Doomsday. Actually, I was considering Doomsday. But you did just see Iona Smile come down. You know he's got a second one. How are you supposed to fight the second one? Like, that's going to come in 2 turns? So it's really not winning. Okay, just takes the double Scourge hit. Not going to really help, but... we do something with our turn. And Stinky's going to finish with Flame Bursts. Full 20 HP. Not even scathed. That's what he was looking to do. He wanted to come out of this unscathed. A perfect game. What if we had like other challenges in the game, like winning in certain ways? I don't know. Okay, 2-2. This is the finals. 2-2. Very spicy. Unfortunately for Stinky, we're going against mono green, and there are 9 neutrals in here, so it's going to be a little bit more aggressive, which I think is a problem. If it's a slower green with Living Willows and Oaklings, you have a chance. I don't know about this one. This could be Rush even. This does look like Rush. So... I think, unfortunately, it is over for Stinky before the match even begins here. Wow, that's a Rebel Slinger. We've spotted a Rebel Slinger. Oh my god, crush that Rebellion. What are we doing here? That's a crazy cards. Double neutral opener into Mace Man. Solid. And Stinky going for the sidelines, since he's getting rushed. He's got slower lands, he's gonna have to stay at home for a little bit. Maceman comes down, but we do have Shadow Brute. I like putting it there. It protects our 2-2, it gives us still a little bit of a collection, and we get to double trade this. And now where's the 4-4 go? Grizzly! I don't see Grizzly in Rush very often either. I guess we see some DLC cards in Rush usually. There's the 7-1 Spooky Willow. Which maybe Grizzly is replacing. Pretty expensive. Sagami Warrior is nice. Iona Smile is not. And unfortunately, our lands are a little bit clunky. We got some expensive land stuff. We're not going to get most of our deck online until turn 4. I like the desert. We get closer to a Scourge Slim going face. I don't know if that will end up happening, but there's an option there. Elderwood Embrace. Ooh. We do have Elderwood Embrace. We could go for face hits. We could decide to clear the board. We don't have to care about Shadow Brute, though. He moved. I think I don't like the movement because it takes you away from the collections. So here now we can just value trade the 2-2. Whack face with something. We could use up our 4-1 to clear this so that we're not vulnerable to 1 HP stuff. And just go Elderwood on the 3-4. I think I like that better, actually. Okay, so we do it this way. We're gonna dump Grizzly. Because the other way we would end up with a 5-9 on board and beating face. That's a weird sentence out of context. And like Grizzly, I don't know, this is gonna suck into combat creatures. It's a lot of pressure. We could get double Wrath here though. Then we've only got a 3/8. Double Wrath would be huge. We don't find it though. I mean, even single Wrath, because we got the 2/2 to clear this. Wow, and we were only on 4 lands. Rough. So the cards didn't quite line up for Stinky, unfortunately. We're gonna get smacked for 7 next turn, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it next turn either. Just dump the second Fnatic. We need some stuff on boards. Yike. Has an opportunity to clear the Collector. Stinky's on like 9 Faeria. Who cares? Let's just close out this game since Maceman could potentially be answered. Now if I'm Scourge Flame, now if we had smiled last turn, it would have been less likely for us to draw into this. We might have drawn into something useful. I don't know what's useful in this situation though. I think we're just dead. Scourge Flame. Oh, I found the lethal. And once again, Stinky finishing with a perfect game. 3 Scourge Flames in hand. Oh, we're not going to play the Flame Burst. Okay. Alright, well that was it. Amoeba taking the crown for this no DLC tournament. Truly a champion of the past. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was a fun little tournament. Thanks for Wise Knight for putting it on for all of us. Very kind. And stay tuned for the next tournament. I think we will still have one open coming up, I believe. We'll see. Stay tuned in the Discord. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.